Welcome back to Thailand ChitChat, and today we have the Hua Hin Report as a precursor to everything. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and like and share. It helps us build the channel. We've been offline for a little while. I've been busy doing some projects. We're going to be back to normal as of now, with our Pattaya report next week. Our Bangkok report as well is coming up, and amongst other things. So let's go down and have a chat with Richard. How are you down there, Richard and Hua Hin?
Very hot and sticky, thank you, and very good. And yeah, it's been good to get back. Like you, I've been taking a bit of a break. I was over in the UK for 2.5 weeks. Had a good time over there. But it's always nice to come back to Hua Hin, even though the temperatures appear to have been a little hotter than average, a little hotter than normal.
Yes, it's been about 35, and that's inside if you haven't got aircon. Yeah, I mean, at least you've got the sea air, and now the rainy season has started, and it is coming back in vengeance. But they're also predicting there's going to be serious droughts this year, because normally at Songkran the rains start, and they didn't start this year. So now we've got sort of thunderstorms happening every couple of days, which is a godsend because it cools everything down. Some normal temperatures.
Yes, I think you've had a lot more rain than we have. We're kind of sheltered by the hills here. A lot of rain and clouds come over from Myanmar, Burma, but often they don't quite reach Hua Hin, so it stays a little bit drier and feels fairly hot. But I would say overall that business has been a little bit down for a lot of people, particularly over the last couple of weeks. We've obviously had a holiday weekend where a lot of the Bangkok crowd came down and filled up the hotels and things and quite a few restaurants. But a lot of people, small businesses, are starting to tell me that they're feeling a little bit of hurt. They're not getting the business that they want.
Right, but this is now classed as the low season now, isn't it? Yeah, until September. Yeah, I think September, November is when the high season starts.
Yeah, so we've got a few months, both of rain and low season. So we shall see how it goes. But I expect things will pick up perhaps in July, when a lot of Europeans take their vacations and start to come out here. Obviously, we've had a lot of Russian and Chinese people in Thailand, but not so many here in Hua Hin.
Right. Well, I mean, as a little statistic, as I tend to do, the first quarter, they said 4 million tourists were about in Petchop Kirikan. Yeah, this is not Thailand, but Petchop Kirikan.
Yep.
And 173,000 were foreigners. So the effect of COVID, where the Thai were travelling more in the country because they weren't flying anywhere else. Yeah, there's some sort of that's sort of remaining to an extent. Yeah, not everybody is jumping to fly to Europe because Europe is so much more expensive now for the Thai.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, tell me about it.
So hopefully, the tourism is built around here. I mean, I've been to Cambodia, which. Wow, I was shocked. I haven't been there for many years, but it is built up so much. Really quite a progressive society, still behind Thailand, but I was very impressed with Phnom Penh. Quite a special place. So what else is happening down there?
Well, there's been a lot of progress with the railway station here, not just the Hua Hin station, but they have been continuing with that construction. And, all the stations here have been developed to what is basically an international standard, so that, there is access for wheelchairs, there are lifts, there are ramps, there are low-level service counters, so you can buy tickets and shopping at low level, wheelchair level, as well as, standard level. So, the station really does overwhelm the old railway station, the new one here, because of its size. But I think that's due partly because the designers have been looking ahead to a 50 or 60-year lifespan with this. And the development and the increase in a population and tourism and interest of Hua Hin and Prachop Kirikan. So that view really has been at the back of the mindset of the designers and developers of the twin track railway system and the renovation of all the local stations.
It's also the fact that Thailand, one is the same as the rest of the world. The demographics are for older people, and Hua Hin is actually pushing for retirees. And I hear some development as well, building up sort of retiree communities. Yeah. So when we are in the next 10 years, we'll be able to zip down in our electric wheelchairs and get around.
Well, I don't think it'll be full of people like that, but because I think you'll find there'll be more professional families settling down here. And a lot of people from, Europe and the West will want to come and live out here. And as you say, retire out here, partly because of the increased costs in the West. And there's been so much, lifestyle changes over there that I think Asia is becoming much more attractive.
Right. Okay. So I also saw that the True at the sports arena, they're opening an international school there, a sports international school. I'm not sure if you saw that.
They're calling it Jagger, not after Mick, but they have their own reasons for it. And it's basically going to be combining golf with education, a Canadian curriculum. And I think the classes are likely to be based in Blueport. Blueport are a major supporter of this new school project, from what I understand. But I'm going to find out more about that and talk to some of the people behind the school for the next time I talk to you.
Okay. So another thing that's happening in Bangkok relating to a gentleman we were discussing earlier is that on the 8th, which is Thursday, from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Millennium Hilton Hotel in Bangkok, Tyson Fury is coming out. So yeah, that's something that's going on. If people are interested, it's 6,000 baht per person, or for a table of 10, it's 55,000 and 9,000 for VIP. But that's something that's happening. So it's attracting some big names, which is good to see, because we used to have lots of visitors coming to Thailand. They do a circuit, Bangkok, Pattaya, Hua Hin, Phuket. And it's good to see this coming back out. But having Tyson Fury coming out, wow! And I expect he'll probably pop down to Hua Hin if he's not travelling on to other locations, or he's got a bit of a break. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that at all. But
no, do I?
Dan
He wouldn't
the man
publicise
did
it.
book in to see me last week. We had a chat with him. And Dan is interesting because, he does a lot of video work and blogging and vlogging. And, one of the things that he said about his vlog, I basically asked him, well, how have you managed to build up so many people, so many followers, and make it such a success? And he said, well, I got up at 3 o'clock this morning and I drove from Pattaya all the way around to Hua Hin, and I did videos on the way. And he said, you've just got to do videos every single day and post something every single day and keep them short. So that was Dan's real solution to making a success out of his videos. And I think he probably has something to it. A lot of video vloggers and bloggers, want to make a large number of subscribers, but are perhaps not as productive as they really need to be to make it successful. So that's a lesson I learned from Dan Cheeseman last week when he came to visit us here at the Marriott.
Yeah, the hard thing with this in social media is, yes, keeping it short is good, because that's why even YouTube has opened up shorts. The hard part, and Dan will agree with this, is with the algorithm, which keeps changing. And YouTube, Facebook, they start changing things, and then you don't know they've changed them, and then the communication is a bit poor. And the principle of Google and all all the platforms is it's all about the user. It's not about the advertiser. It's not about other people. It's all about the user. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily come down to marketing budget. It is frequency. Every single day if you can. We do it once a week.
Right.
We're not trying to make, this is not a business. It's just sort of sharing information, yeah, and that's it. And it's good fun.
This morning I was talking with Jonathan Fairfield from Hua Hin Today, and Hua Hin Today just celebrated, in brackets, their 20th anniversary with a bit of a networking group meeting, which was quite a success for small businesses. And the idea of that was to introduce small business to some of the hospitality hotels and people in that industry, which obviously includes suppliers as well as the hotel operators. And that was apparently quite successful. The other thing that Jonathan and I were talking about this morning, which I'll share with you, was the fact that this coming Sunday sees the Hua Hin Marathon. And there are several runs, a full marathon, a half marathon, a 10K, and a run as you like, I think. But if you're going to be participating in the marathon and run the full one, that kicks off at 3 o'clock in the morning this coming Sunday. So people are up super early to do that on Sunday. And that'll run from Khao Tak Yab. It's organized by Shivasam, the hotel, and the environmental hotel down there. And they're the people behind the Hua Hin Marathon. 3,000 people are expected to participate. That'll include groups of some disabled runners and blind runners as well, being led by some others, just so they can either walk or feel and get involved with the run. So it's a really great activity, a run for just about everyone.
No, I think that's fantastic. Are you joining?
No, it's far too early. But I might go and take some pictures early in the morning.
But not at 3 o'clock, no. Okay, so any other information going on down in Hua Hin? Where are you just now? Are you in the Marriott, or where are you at the moment?
Well, yeah, I'm at the Marriott, and it should say the Marriott up there. There it is.
It does.
And,
yeah. And you're out in the
I've
car
just
park.
done a radio show from here on our radio station, Surf 102.5. And we're going to be relaunching that, and I'll talk about that with you next time. But that's about it from me, I think.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, thanks very much, Richard. As ever, always a pleasure. It's been a while since we had a chat, but you've been back in the UK, and I'm going back to the UK in probably August. Yeah. Anyway, thanks very much, Richard. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If there's anything particular you want to hear about, just place some information in the comments. We'll see what we can do. And coming up will be the Bangkok report and also the Pattaya report. And thank you very much. Speak to you later.